Hello everyone, welcome to day 25th of the Brazil Lead Code Challenge, and today's question is shortest unsorted contiguous subarray. In this question, you are given an array of integers and you need to identify one contiguous subarray. Remember the word contiguous here, that if sorted in ascending order will make the whole array sorted in ascending order. So ideally, you are interested in finding out that subarray, which is that contiguous subarray, which is making the array unsorted in nature. You need to return the shortest such subarray and return its length. So look at its first example. We are given 2, 6, 4, 8, 10, 9, 15. And as you can see, 2 is it at appropriate position, 15 is at its appropriate position, which should have been there in if the whole array would have been sorted. uh, the culprit is this subarray 6, 4, 8, 10, 9, and this is what you need to return, the length of this subarray. If the array is already sorted, you need to return 0 because there is no such subarray and the length is 0. Similarly for this case. So let's quickly look at the algorithm that I have created for this. Shortest unsorted contiguous subarray, lead code 586, I think. So let's start. One obvious solution is to create a duplicate array of the input array, sort it. So here I have sorted this the duplicate array. So this is my input array and this is my duplicate array, and I have sorted this input array. The complexity for sorting would be n log n log n, and now I'll compare using a two-pointer approach and find out the indexes which are not at its appropriate position. If the indexes are at appropriate position, I'll move the pointers, the right pointer towards the start and the left pointer towards the right, towards the end. So this is already at its appropriate position. I'll match the position. It's correct. I'll reduce this, and this is this is not at its appropriate position. I'll break this. I found out its left index. This is my left index. Similarly for the right part, this is at its appropriate position. I'll move towards left towards 0, this towards this end, and I'll see now this is not at its appropriate position. I'll break the logic. So this is the subarray that is not sorted, and I'll return its length. So here it's given that this is left and this would be right, and the value would be, the index would be, this is 1, obviously this is 1, and this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is 5. So the length would be right minus left plus 1. So 5 minus 1 plus 1, which would give us 5, hence the answer. Hope this approach is clear to you. What will be the space complexity of this approach? The space complexity of this approach would be order of n, and time complexity, as discussed, is order of n log n needed for sorting the array. Can we do something better than this? Yes, of course we can do. And let's look at that optimized approach. What we will use? We will use stack for this. I'll tell you why are we using stacks and how is stack solving the purpose here. So let's divide the problem into two parts, finding the left index and finding the right index, where the first unsortedness or randomness is happening in the array. So let's uh, target for the left index first. Left index would be the first integer index, the first index where the unsortedness is happening. So let's try and understand the approach. So we get to the starting index. So this is what I have plotted here as values. So also I have updated 9 with 3, so that you get a better hold of the concept. So let's start. We have 2 first, so I'll add 2 comma 0. I'm adding both the values and the index so that you get a better understanding. Although in code we can only add indexes. Since the stack was empty, I added this. Now the next element is 6 comma 1. It is greater than the previous one, so simply add it because the value is greater. What we are interested in? We are interested in finding the dips. So 6 comma 1, we added 6 comma 1, and then what we have 4 comma 2. Since the peak value next is 4, since the peak value is greater than 4, that means you need to remove this because that resulted in peak and there is a mismatch of sorting order. This should have been replaced here if the arrays would have been sorted. Therefore, we will update this array by 4 comma 2 and remove 6 comma 1, and the leftmost index that we are interested in becomes 1, the position which should be updated, the leftmost position that should be updated. So leftmost index becomes 1. Remember, the one that is getting replaced will give you the leftmost index. And let's move ahead with the iteration. Now we have 2 comma 0 and 4 comma 2, and then move ahead. Next we have 8 comma 3, so we'll add 8 comma 3. So we are here, looks good. And then we have 10 comma 4. This should be 8 comma 3 somewhere here. Sorry, I think there's a mismatch of points, so this something like this. Kindly ignore this. It won't impact the answer because anyway it is in higher increasing order. So we have 10 comma 4, and then we have 3 comma 5. So 3 comma 5, the topmost value is greater than 3 comma 5, the current value. That means remove these values from the stack. So this gets removed. uh, Again, the leftmost value doesn't have any impact because uh, because we are interested in finding the minimum leftmost index that should be updated. The minimum one will remain 1. So this gets removed, and again 8 comma 3 is again greater than 3 comma 5, so this gets again removed. And next we have 4 comma 2. This also gets removed by virtue this value is higher than 4 is higher than 3, so this gets removed, and 3 comma 5 gets updated. So 3 comma 5 gets updated. And next we have 15 comma 6, so we'll add 15 comma 6 in the stack. So by this process our iteration gets complete, and what we have the leftmost index set to 1. Looks good. And now let's quickly solve it for the right part. We'll do exactly the same process, just in the reverse order. So let me just update this value 0, 1, 2, 3 to 8. So this is 8, not 10. This is 8, not 10. This is something like this. And just ignore this value. Although it won't have much of an impact, but yeah, please ignore this. So let's start in the opposite. Let's start in the opposite direction, and here we are interested in finding the rightmost value. By default, we'll initialize the rightmost value to 0, and we are interested in finding the mismatch that has the maximum index towards the right. So let's start with this. Stack is empty. We'll add 15 comma 6 onto the stack. 15 comma 6 gets added onto the stack, and then we have 3 comma 5. So 3 comma 5 is lower. Sounds good. And as soon as we find a higher value, that means the current value is higher than the peak value, we remove that because that is a replacement. That should have been a replacement. For example, this should have occurred before this value had the array been sorted. So we get 10. We have to replace this value, and uh, we should have 10 comma 4 also. Since this value is getting replaced, the rightmost index needs to be updated to 5. So this gets updated to 5. And let's continue the iteration. We get 8 comma 3. So we'll have 8 comma 3, and then we have 4 comma 2, and then we have 6 comma 1. Since 6 is greater than this, so we'll remove 4 comma 2, and we'll have 6 comma 1. And then since it is again a replacement, but the index is 2, we already found out a greater index, so it won't have any impact on the right index. Then we have 2 comma 1, and something I'll add 2 comma 1, 2 comma 0 to the stack. So the elements are 15 comma 6, 10 comma 4, 6 comma 1, and 2 comma 0. The rightmost index that we got is 5. Now let's calculate the length. The length would be equal to right minus left plus 1, which would be 5 minus 1 plus 1. So this gets cancelled and the answer becomes 5. I hope the stack approach is clear to you, and let's quickly code this up. As discussed, let's start the coding process. We'll define a stack of type integer st new stack, and we are interested in first of all finding the leftmost index. So integer left equals to integer nums dot length minus 1, and let's start the iteration starting from the 0th index till the end of length. If my stack is empty, I'll add elements to it. The simple base case. Otherwise, if my peak element, the value at my peak element happens to be greater than equal to nums, the current element. If my peak element is greater than my current element, that means unsortedness has happened, and we have to remove the peak element, the topmost element, and we'll have to replace left with it. So left equals to math dot minimum value of left comma peak index, and we will remove that from the top of the stack, and we will cause increase, we'll move ahead to the iteration. Otherwise, we will add this element onto the stack, and we'll move on to the next element. Also here we need to increment I. So using this approach, we have found out the leftmost index, and let's repeat the same process for the rightmost part. Integer right equals to 0, and let's just copy paste this up for a faster code. And instead of moving from right to left, we'll move from left. Instead of moving from left to right, we'll move from right to left, and we'll move till the time I is greater than 0. And if the stack is empty, we'll add elements to it. If nums of the peakmost value happens to be less than the current value, that means there is a mismatch, and right gets updated with the peakmost index, and here we will use max instead of min. We'll remove that element. Otherwise, if it's not an unsorted case, we'll add onto the stack, and we'll move for the next iteration. We are done with this, and if for the case my left turns out to be greater than right, that means the array is already sorted, we'll return 0, otherwise we'll return right minus left plus 1. So let's try this out. Sorry for the typo. Looks good, and let me just submit it. Let's see what is the issue and how many cases have passed. Only one is left. Why is it causing an issue? Something to do with boundaries. Oh yeah, if these are two equal, then we don't need to return. The size would be 0 in that case as well. So let me just try and submit this code. Accepted. Yeah, looks fine. What is the time complexity of this approach? The time complexity is order of n. What is the space complexity of this approach? The space complexity again order of n. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it.